Welcome back. Welcome back. With me is the lovely Anca Ramsden. Hello, Anca. How are you tonight?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. Now, tell me what you do. You're
I'm a clinical psychologist.
a clinical psychologist. Now, this is important, guys. Listen to this, particularly men, fathers. Now, what do you deal with? What is your specialty?
I deal with young children and adolescents and their families as well.
Right.
And I assist children and their families basically to be happy families,
Right.
and to do well in life, to be able to study, to learn, to get along with everybody else in society.
Of course, yeah.
Mm.
Now, I have 3 children. They're grown-up kids now. They're wonderful people. But, of course, children don't come with instruction manuals. And every family, every couple who do have children usually sort of learn about raising kids through trial and error. Or perhaps my mother-in-law might make a few suggestions.
Yeah.
What would you say are the basic, fundamental, or rudimentary elements for raising kids so that they are happy, not just physically, but emotionally?
You can't have a relationship without time
Sure.
spent together.
Quality time
Quality
with
time.
the children, yeah.
Yeah, if you're very focused on children always doing their homework and studying, well, then there's no balance in life.
Well, fathers come in different variety. Some of them are mild-mannered dads, very amicable, and yet there are some fathers who are inherently aggressive, or what would you call it?
Domineering.
Domineering dads. And now I'm just wondering, are there any significant ramifications to have a father that's extremely, overbearing?
Yeah. Well, I think one always wants to have good discipline in the home, but you don't want to be aggressive towards your children because aggression really intimidates children, and they end up being anxious, worried, and lacking in confidence. And then later on in life, they can become aggressive themselves. Actually.
I see. So aggression doesn't necessarily mean a fist in the child's face. An aggression can also be a word, a nasty word towards the kid.
Yeah.
Would you say that equally?
Yes, I would say critical comments or insulting comments towards a child would be aggression.
Right.
Obviously, physical abuse is one form of an extreme form.
That's
but,
right. Yes.
Aggression can be maybe the tone in which the person speaks to the child,
Right.
or using bad language in front of a child.
Yes. So no matter how angry or tired a father could be, he could have some anxieties from work. When they come home to face the children aren't aware of what dad's gone through the day. But it's important for them to remember that children come first, and they have to offer love above anything else. Would that be sort of a good advice to fathers, regardless of their age and disposition?
Yes, well, I think the advice we usually give fathers who come home and feel irritable is that they take a short break before they enter the family home. Maybe just sit in their car for 15 or 20 minutes outside the house, close their eyes, relax before they go into the house.
Sure.
Or the family needs to give dad a little bit of space just to unwind for a short period of time. And then the father will find it a lot easier to spend, a happy
Yes.
time with the children.
So I guess one scenario would be if the mum is at home looking after the kids and not working, and the father is the working one, then perhaps the mother could intervene and realize that there is an angry dad coming home, like a steam engine, and perhaps provide that buffer necessary, and then sort of introduce father and kids in a more, a little bit down the track after he had a meal or a beer or...
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So,
Exactly.
so that's the sort of thing that I wasn't taught this, and I had to learn the hard way. And but I feel it's important that all fathers and mothers actually discuss this
Yes.
before they even conceive the child. It's very, very important, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, they say that for one critical comment that you make towards a child, you have to make 48 positive comments to undo the damage.
40, you're kidding me. Well, guys, I've got a lot of catching up to do. because I think no matter how well your intentions are with your children, it's very, very easy to sometimes lose your temper and do something. But if you're critical of your children, what would be the ramifications later? Say at school, how would that influence or affect their behavior with other kids, do you think?
Well, children who experience maybe excessive criticism, because children also need to be told, what's right and wrong, but
Yes.
But without hurting the child's feelings. But children who do experience criticism obviously lose self-confidence, and they, as adults, tend to doubt themselves.
Sure.
They doubt their decisions. They doubt, whether they are doing the right thing, and so, well, they become unhappy adults, actually.
Yes. Unhappy adults, and that's not something we want. Look, thank you very much, Anca. I think you have hit the nail on the head, and you have wonderful advice, and might see you again sometime. So,
Thank you.
pleasure having you here. We'll see you after the break, everyone.
Cut.